Hey everyone, AmberFrmThVault here. Welcome back to more Endzone, a world apart. We're going to go ahead and jump right back into the game. But before we do, just wanted to say thank you so much to the publisher for giving me a copy so we can go ahead and play it for you here on the channel. When I say we, I mean me and the dog who sometimes barks in the background. I apologize about that. He just really gets excited when Mom plays games. Actually, he wants me to pet him. But I'm very, very excited to be playing this. I absolutely am enjoying this. If you can't hear the excitement in my voice, literally, I am addicted to this already. I can't stop playing. So please let me know if you want to see more of it. I'm going to go ahead and get back into the game now, though, because I can't wait. And I'll see you back in just a sec. Alright, he somehow managed to sneak into a room that is literally off limits to him. I say sneak into a room, but I really shouldn't. Because if I'm honest with you, what he did is he just went around the gate. I apparently hadn't put it flush against the wall. Like a total idiot. But that's okay. That's okay. Rich food. So we need different types of foods, dude. But he's not really telling us to do more foods, so I'm gonna stick with what we got. I don't know why we don't have this scrapyard built already, though. It seems like there's a lot of people not building this scrapyard. There we go. That worked. That worked. Okay. It says we only need one scrap collector. Fine. Alright.
Great. You can change the working area for the scrapyard, too. We can recycle scrap into 4 additional resources: cloth, metal, plastic, and electronics. We'll do that shortly, but for now, we ought to take care of your settlers' needs first.
Yeah, they've been begging for
Our
housing,
people
dude.
want a place to sleep and live. Cabins fulfill their need for safety and privacy, and increase the confidence of their inhabitants. In other words, building cabins increases their willingness to start families and reproduce, if you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean. Alright, so we need to build at least one cabin, I'm assuming. We need to build 8. Okay, I was like, should I actually build 2? Am I being crazy? I should definitely build 2. Okay. I like building things in areas where they are together, but now I'm realizing that that was a mistake. Can't place anything there. That's okay. That's okay. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cabins. Okay. Come to take me away. That made no sense. Sorry. Apparently I decided wild horses was also gonna work out. Okay, that should be 8. Build me cabins, children. Oh my god, I'm already addicted to it. If you watch my Becastled video, you know how obsessed I am with Warcraft and Starcraft and all of those games that I played as a child. And right now, I am going to be obsessed with this.
Besides cabins, you can also provide sturdy houses and shelters as housing.
Okay.
Sturdy houses withstand sandstorms better and have an increased storage capacity to boot. Children living in houses gradually fill up the house's stockpiles. Settlers do not reproduce in a shelter because they lack privacy.
Got it. So if I want him to stop having babies...
Let's return from our excursion into housing and refocus on scrap.
Okay.
With the help of a recycler or refinery, scrap can be sorted into 4 different resources. A recycler always takes scrap apart, one resource at a time, while a refinery automatically produces all 4 resources. To start off, you should build a recycler and produce cloth.
Okay. We couldn't do that all in one thing? Why have I forgotten what the word resources is? There we go. Recycler. Does it need to be close? I'm assuming it needs to be close to the scrapyard. Okay, let's slow time down again. Oh my god, I love this so much. I'm sorry, I'm just so into this. I love games like this so much. Okay. I assume the babies work too. I mean, yeah, those were children, but they look like big enough children that they could work. Put those babies to work. That's all I gotta say. Alright, I need a refiner. Wait, what? Okay. Recycler. Oh, it's still being built. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I kept looking at it like, it's not built yet, is it? Jesus. Okay, I'm an idiot. Officially dumb. That's all I gotta say. Alright. Come on, come on, come on. Build! Build like it matters, my children. That's right. I am your god. Why do you have a thing? Oh, you're over your production limit. Sweet. Okay, so maybe we just switch you back to reforest. Okay, here we go. Some cloth. How much cloth can we make? I don't see recycler on my list. Maybe I have to reopen it? I see refiner. Where are you, my dear? Oh, there we go. What the hell is that noise? That sounded like a bad noise. See what they're doing. I wish I could get closer, but I can't. Okay. Come on now. I love this. It's like all the good parts of the settlement building in Fallout 4.
You can instruct your recycler to produce a different resource at a time. It's important that you focus on the resources you really need, at least in the beginning. Cloth and metal look like good options if you want to equip us with protective clothing and tools. Happy settlers are industrious settlers. That's why we ought to look after our people and protect them against the surroundings and dangers, like radiation. So let's start by transforming our newly recovered cloth into protective clothing.
Okay, so let's put our tailor there. Sorry, I didn't realize I was still on mute. I feel like a goof. Okay, so let's get rid of you guys, and then Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. We need 2 of those. Good. Okay, so now I have a tailor. Next scarf produced. Okay, do I tell them? Oh, they're already doing it. Okay, gotcha. This makes me want to go back and play more Metro, though. Oh! So excited.
We categorize environmental radiation into 4 levels. No radiation, low level, medium level, and high level radiation. The radiation changes constantly and is influenced by weather and contaminated rain. Protective clothing helps to protect us against this kind of radiation, but it takes a while before it's produced. And production relies on a steady flow of incoming resources. Try to establish production chains at an early stage and start to stockpile goods so that some are always on hand.
Okay.
The tools we brought along from the Endzone are slowly but surely running out. So now, let's focus on manufacturing new tools. The tools will help us to work effectively. We'll need metal for that. So we'll prepare for production by building another recycler, which we'll commission to recover metal from scrap. After that, we'll need a workshop to enable the manufacturing of brand new tools.
Sweet. Okay. We can do that. So let's go ahead and build another one over here again. I assume they would be smart to be next to each other. And then maybe there. Sure. Hey, I got any more people in it yet? Y'all having babies? Alright, location attractiveness. Ooh, uh-oh. I was gonna say, I don't think unattractive is the other houses? Wait, you find the other houses unattractive? Okay. Let's get those done up. So we can now hire someone. Okay. Work there. We'll need someone to work here. We're running out of settlers, just gotta say. Guys, we are running out of settlers. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. It's in a bit of a mood. I really don't know what's up with him lately. He's been a little bit more, I guess I should say he's been a little more whiny than normal. He's just been kind of a whiny dude lately. He needs a lot of attention. I mean, sometimes I feel a little bad for him because he really needs a lot. And I've been working a lot lately. Alright, so we built that. We just need to instruct a workshop to produce metal tools. Sweet. And then melter is produced. Got it. I'm into it. I'm into this. Such capacity is running out. Improve your infrastructure. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. I really need more settlers. I need so many more settlers. It really takes a while to make some tools because they gotta get the metal, I assume. Nighttime working hours efficiency. Okay. Would having houses closer to where they actually live help? Or where they work, I mean? I feel like that would actually be more helpful. But I also feel like keeping all the housing together would be good. It's kind of hard to say, but like I feel like they should all
With our
together.
lovely new tools, we are now prepared to work effectively. Should you ever run out of metal, keep in mind that you can also instruct your workshop to manufacture tools from scrap instead of metal. Though they won't be quite as effective, it's still better than being forced to work with bare hands.
Of course.
Down in the Endzone, we had sufficient time and resources to educate ourselves properly. But our children don't have this luxury. We ought to build a school and pass on what we've learned. As a result, they will be able to survive and work better and more effectively.
Sure. Okay. I don't mind building a school for the kiddos. Let's put the school right there. But, dude, you do realize that I am running out of people. Oh. Whoa. I got more settlers. Okay, somebody must have had some babies. Thank you for having babies. selected to set as the maximum. Okay. Alright, so definitely some people had some babies. Okay. Just saw some babies happen in real time. Got it. Okay.
Perfect. Besides the fact that educated children work more effectively, we'll also teach them to be more careful with their protective clothing and tools. This, in turn, leads to them staying intact longer, and we conserve valuable resources.
They meant the clothing. For a second, I thought they meant the children being intact longer, and I was like, whoa, that's dark.
Now that our population is starting to grow, we ought to again turn our attention to the topic of food production. We are already accumulating fish and tilling our fields. A gatherer's cabin will now enable us to gather mushrooms and berries from the forest nearby.
Okay. Looks like this wouldn't be a bad place to put one. Again, I think we're trying to stay near where we are. So we're gonna have a gatherer's cabin now. This is actually a really well done tutorial in terms of like, I understand what I need to do. I am slightly annoyed that I'm so hampered, but I'm always hampered by every tutorial. Typically, I hate tutorials. The only reason I do tutorials actually is because I'm recording them for you all. If I wasn't recording them for I almost said Twitter. What the hell is wrong with me? If I wasn't recording them specifically for you guys here on YouTube, I would not actually do any of these. Just because, like, I don't know. Sometimes I prefer to just jump in and find out. But that's never a healthy way to play anything. As I have realized. But I have to say, now that I'm being forced to actually play, I shouldn't say forced, now that I'm forcing myself to actually play tutorials, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why people play tutorials. I mean, I'm glad I am, don't get me wrong. Okay, so we are training people in productivity. Oh, but we can train them in other things. Trying to achieve badges?
Very good. As you can see, the gatherer's cabin is an effective possibility to get food quickly. But watch out. After a drought, it's going to take some time before the plants have regrown. As is the case with most buildings, here too, you can relocate the working area at any time. Although we are sufficiently supplied at the moment, our survival depends on diligent planning. If we can lay out a plan for an orchard, then we can start to plant fruit or nut trees that we can harvest after a few seasons.
Okay. I feel like this is just done so well. Like, the game is done very well. There's a lot of good, like, thought that's gone into it, you can tell. And I like that. Alright, I assume an orchard needs to be large. I don't know for sure though. So that's my orchard. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. And let's choose a seed. I guess all we have are plums.
The orchard has been laid out, and the trees are already beginning to grow. Similar to crops for farming, trees need some time until they are fully grown. But once they have grown, they can be harvested again and again until they have to be newly planted. Our gatherer's cabin gathers food from the surrounding forests. However, there are any number of other plants there which we can use as well. These plants can be gathered by an herbal hut. The herbs gathered there can be consumed by settlers to replenish their health.
Okay. That seems like a pretty easy gig. Alright, let's assign a bunch more builders, because we might as well. Make 2 of you herbalists, because why not? I'll take one of our builders away and make them a water carrier. Might as well. I already know how obsessed with this I'm gonna become. And I'm just like, I'm getting so excited. So I can just change these around. Or they'll be awarded for the accomplishments in the course of their lives.
Well done. We can equally utilize the gathered herbs to convert them into medicine later on. It might happen that an illness breaks out in our settlement from time to time and spreads among our settlers. That's why we always ought to have enough herbs on hand.
Oh, I don't want to think about that.
Radiation is the main reason why the health status of our settlement can decrease. Although our settlers already use protective clothing to shield themselves against environmental radiation, it might occur that our sources of water become contaminated. We should start to filter our water to prevent this from happening. We will need a great deal of charcoal to accomplish this. The charcoal kiln will burn wood to produce charcoal.
Okay, so we need a charcoal kiln. Well, I guess this should go by the forest thingy. They should be friends, right? You in the forestry area. Okay. That makes sense to me, I guess. Okay. And then once it's built, I'll go ahead and take somebody off of building and put them on charcoal burner. I don't know if it's important to have that many teachers. Maybe it's not. Maybe I should take some off. I feel like teaching is important, but then again, maybe it's not. So we need to produce some coal. Let's go back to cutting down and reforesting since we have more there. Wow. God, this is so exciting.
Great. We can use the charcoal in conjunction with a filtration system to purify our water. Unfortunately, our cistern is not able to do this. Only the water tower has the necessary equipment for this capability.
Oh, water tower. Okay.
It would be a disgrace if we had to demolish our trusted cistern just to erect a water tower in its place. What we ought to do instead is upgrade the cistern itself. A water tower can store much more water and provides workplaces for a lot more water carriers than our old cistern.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Built. I wondered, I was like, why won't it let me build a water tower? If that makes sense, though. Okay. Upgrade your cistern to a water tower. We need another recycler? Really? Okay. I don't know what the recycling has to do with it necessarily, but I suppose we'll find out. Let's go. Go. Assign settlers to the refiner. I only have... Okay. And construct a recycler to produce plastic. I reckon that makes sense. You'll automatically produce cloth, I think, so we'll change that to plastic. And then assign settlers to the profession of water carrier. Got it. Okay. So we will wait until our building is done, and then we'll take one of our builders. Perfect. Got it. And then water carriers.
Our new water tower is up and ready for action. Good work. Filtering the water is an important next step because clean drinking water is a key mainstay of any stable society.
Okay.
Let's begin with filtering our water. To save on charcoal, we ought to ensure that at least a little bit of water not contaminated by radiation is being stored in our water tower. Water gained from a well is never contaminated by radiation, so it suggests itself for that purpose. Then we can use the remaining charcoal to produce better protective clothing.
Okay. So, well, and we don't have to find like a special spot to put the well? We can just put it anywhere? Sounds good. Let us put it here. Okay. Lettuce. Sorry. I'm four deep down. God, that went up so fast. Okay. Activate the filter in your water tower. Let's see. Activate. Construct a tailor shop to produce activated charcoal cabin or carbon mask. Darn it, I was just doing a radiation suit. Alright, so that's what we'll do now. Okay. Well, I mean, we were pretty smart, obviously. We knew what we were doing. I don't know if I would know how to do all this stuff. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching me play Endzone, a world apart, and thank you so much to the publisher for giving me this so I could go ahead and play it here on the channel. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and click on that picture of my big dumb face if you haven't subscribed to the channel already and would like to. If you would like to, you can click on that bell icon if you'd like to be notified every time I post a brand new video. They're also on the right-hand side of your screen. Should be some random videos there if you'd like to check out more of my content, or maybe you're more interested in what those things are in the middle of the screen. Those are all the Twitter handles for my current patrons over on Patreon. Want to know more about Patreon? That's in the lower left-hand corner. Says something about, let's see, exclusive videos and content. Go ahead and click on that if you're interested in supporting the channel. Honestly, the people that are in the middle there, please go ahead and say thank you to them on Twitter. Those are all of my patrons at the time of recording this video. These are the people who keep this channel running, and I wouldn't be able to do it without them. This has nothing to do with me. It's really just about them. So thank you so much to each and every one of you. If you'd like to join them, go ahead and click on that link. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Please, please, please let me know if you want to see more of this, because I will be playing it anyway, and we're going to go ahead and see you in the next one. Oh boy, I can't stop playing it.